What's going on, beautiful people? Mike Battanti coming with you with Mindset Monday here with the Wavemakers community. I'm super excited to stand and deliver the information that we have for you. Tonight's call is becoming laser focused. And I can't express to the 35 people that are on this call and the hundreds of thousands of people that are going to watch this recording how important being laser focused is. Right? How many people, drop some twos in the chats if you consistently feel like a jack of all trades and a master of none? Drop twos in the chat if that's how you have felt at one point or another, right? The majority of us. Why? Because we can't focus, right? And if you know me, you've heard me say it, is can't lives on won't street. It's not that you can't focus, it's that you won't focus, right? And what is the key word between really can't and won't? Discipline.
Is Eric right here?
Can we mute mics? That would be awesome.
He's like basically.
My man's talking about us, talking about Eric, talking about the Wavemakers. I love it. Let's go. We're growing. But hey, what is the bridge between can't and won't? Discipline. Right? That is what you're missing. Discipline. You know why you won't stay focused? Discipline. Right? So I'm going to drop a couple concepts for you. I hope you write them down. Right? 37 people and climbing. Praise Jesus. Let's go. Right? So here's the first thing I want to talk about. 80% of getting where you want to be is knowing where you want to be. What's the goal? Ladies and gentlemen, what is the goal? Right? And what our friend Ruthie a couple Fridays ago taught us, when you lose your why, you lose your way. When you lose your why, you lose your way. So if you don't have goals written down, you don't even have a why. Some of us on this call, we have a why and we still lose our way. So imagine if you're somebody on this call and you don't have a why, you don't have a goal. For me personally, it's very simple. Matthew 6:33. My goal in life is to just keep my eyes on Christ and everything else will follow. Everything else. My goal on a daily basis is to keep my eyes on the Lord and everything else will follow. But your goal, it might be something different and that's okay, but you need to identify what it is. If you have any chance of being laser focused, you need to identify what you're chasing, right? The next thing that you need to do once you identify your goal is ask yourself this question. Ladies and gentlemen, 37, 38 people, write this down. Am I interested or am I committed to my goals? Am I interested or am I committed to my goals? Here's the why. When you're interested, you will only do it when it's convenient for you. I'm kind of interested in being in a relationship right now, but like, I'm out, and this girl's looking at me in a certain way. Not really committed, right? I'm kind of interested in clearing my debt and replenishing my bank account and fixing my credit score. But the new pods just dropped. The new J's just dropped, right? And kind of more committed to material items than I am the goals that I've set out for myself, right? For my entrepreneurs, kind of interested in being wildly successful. I'm kind of interested in working for myself. I'm kind of interested in making money from my phone. But the last 3 people I talked to said no, and that, hurt my feelings. And it's not really convenient for me to go out of my way to talk to people about the products that I'm looking to talk to them about, right? And what you find is when you are only interested, you are surface level. When you are committed, it does not matter the adversity standing in front of you. It does not matter what you have to go through. It doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter how broke you are. It doesn't matter how sad you are. It doesn't matter how distracted you are. It doesn't matter how inconvenient it is for you. You find a way to get it done. That is the difference between the wildly successful and the dead broke average. Is the wildly successful are committed and the dead broke average are interested in the idea. For my Christian brothers, Are you interested in walking in those shoes, or are you committed to walking in those shoes? Right? It's not an easy walk, but that's where you distinguish between people, interest versus commitment. And you know where that bridge is? Again, discipline. Welcome to the party. Right? Welcome to the party. My third point, after we've identified our goal and after we've asked ourselves, am I interested or I'm committed? And I circled committed because I really, really want this. I really, really understand the repercussions if I don't chase my dreams with my one chance at life. I really, really understand the repercussions of getting to the end of my road and not even have given my potential a chance, a fighting chance. 40 people on this call, please identify your purpose and start running and be committed. You will not regret it, right? My third point, what's your schedule look like? This one hurts. Make you want to slap your mama. What does your schedule look like? My guess is it's probably what mine looked like before I got committed. A lot of white space. A lot of unproductive screen time. Everyone right now, go pull up your iPhone. Go to the settings and click on screen time and type in the chat what your daily average is. This is going to hurt, Katie, I know. Type in what the daily average is. 41 people on the call. What is the daily average of your screen time? Eric Brown, 6 hours. I'm at 9 hours and 2 minutes on the screen time, right? And then take that number and ask yourself, what did I do with those hours? And you're either proud of yourself or you are extremely, extremely disappointed in yourself. Either way, this is how you track your results. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your time? Right? When's the last time you opened up your debit card and took a look at what you do with your money? Do you have a clue? Or are we just existing? Mindlessly existing. It's a terrible place to be, but I've been there, right? And the reason I'm here preaching is because it's so much better on the other side. It's so much better when I know exactly where my money is going. And it's so much better when I know exactly where my time is going. Time is my most valuable asset. I need to know where it's going. It's so important to have a schedule. Write this down. Daily consistent effort over time produces results. Daily consistent effort over time produces results. Daily consistent effort over time produces results. If you know me, you know that rushed patience is one of my life mottos. They contradict each other. How can you be in a rush and be patient at the same time? It's very simple. I'm in a rush to accomplish my goals. I'm in a rush to knock things out that are on my planned schedule. I'm in a rush to be committed every single day to my core beliefs and my core principles. But I understand, Michael, spiritual development is a lifelong process. Michael, it takes the average entrepreneur 9 years to make it happen. Michael, all good things take time. So yes, you should fire out of bed. Yes, you should be in a rush. Yes, you should be dialed in trying to knock things off your list. But you need to remain very, very patient with the fact that all good things take time. Right? Some of my girls out there pushing for that ring. Be patient. Be in a rush to get married, but be patient with that ring. Right? Some of my guys on here, right? We're super eager to fill that bank account, walk that walk, right? We've been talking that talk for a long time. Now we want to walk that walk. It takes time, right? The average entrepreneur, 4 failed businesses in 9 years before they resemble something even remotely too successful outside of the facade that social media allows us to present, right? So that's what we're talking about. And here's my last question for you guys. This one right here. What are you willing to give up to go up? Write it down. Write it down as big as you can and circle it over and over and over and over and over again. If you are not willing to give up the tricks of the devil, if you are not willing to give up the things that are holding you back, if you are not willing to get out of that cage of crabs, get rid of some people that are absolutely holding you back, get rid of some relationships that they haven't served a purpose in your future in years, and you still won't let it go. Let's get deep for a second. The past regrets that you won't let go. You got to give up to go up, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my last question for you. And my fourth big thing about staying laser focused. You got to give some shit up. And if you don't, you will forever be weighed down. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali. How can you float like a butterfly if you're constantly chained to the ground? You gotta let it go. You have to let him go. You have to let her go. You have to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. Or you don't. That's your choice. And I don't have to deal with those repercussions. You do. Right? So I love you. A quick recap. For Michael Batanti, in order to stay laser focused, I need to have a why. You could call it a goal, but it's my why. My goals are my why. And when you lose your why, you lose your way. So I'm constantly focused on my why. Me personally, nothing more than keeping my eyes on Christ and in Scripture and in the Bible. It tells me everything I need. Literally, it is my blueprint. I don't need anything else. So that for me is the only thing I'm focused on. Am I interested or am I committed? One of the biggest questions you can ask yourself, right? What does my schedule look like? If I'm interested, your schedule will reflect it. Your screen time will reflect how interested you are in achieving your goals. If you're committed, your schedule will reflect that, right? Daily consistent effort over time produces results. And what are you willing to give up to go up? And for me, whatever it takes. I'm literally willing to die for my why. Are you? That's what I got. Nicky T, the week of his wedding, we're praying for you, bro. I know you got a lot on your mind, but I know that you're committed to this community. I am so proud of you, bro. In the midst of everything that you've been juggling, you show up 3 times a week, every single week, and you stand and deliver, man. I'm super happy to be on this journey with you. Why don't you take it over and drop some nuggets for these people? Batani's out.
So much. Thank you so much, my brother. Much love, man. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, drop a 22 in the chat if you gain value tonight. Already, we could literally end this call right here, right now. I literally don't have to say anything else, but I am super grateful and excited to be here for the next 10 minutes with you guys. And I'm just going to drop a little bit from my perspective on everything that Mike just said. And wow, your why, if you lose your why, you lose your way. Discipline, goals, am I interested or committed, your schedule. Powerful, man. Thank you so much, bro. And before I start, guys, I'm just going to drop it in the chat right now for all of you guys that are joining us for the very first time. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your Monday evening. There's a million things you could be doing, and you're literally here investing time in yourself. So I want to congratulate you. And if you're not yet connected with us in our group chat, I just dropped the link right now. Click that and join us. There you go. Eric's on it with me. And if you're watching the recording, we're going to drop it in the description of this video as well. Okay, so my name is Nick Teixeira, and yes, I am very, very, very focused. And I'm going to tell you guys 3 words right here that I want you to write down that we're going to take just a little bit further in the conversation of laser focused. Here are the 3 words. Laser beam focused. Laser beam focused. So here's how I want to start this call. Okay, I want to give you guys a visual of the power and importance of focus. And by the way, this is going to be a great reminder for all of us. Mike and myself are sitting here and we are learning just as much as you guys are listening, okay? Because it is reminding us of what we already know. Everything we're saying here, everything that Mike just said, you already know, it's already inside of you, but we need the reminder. Okay, so here's a visual. I want you to think of a light bulb, okay? And the amount of energy that that light bulb is putting out to light up the whole room, okay? Now, I want you to think of all that energy, right, that's being spread everywhere to light up the whole place. And I want you to gather all that energy and line it up. Do you guys know that if that happened, whatever that it touches, it will burn or set it on fire? Literally. Why does that matter? What's the power of that? The power of that is that is a true representation that if we are able to gather up our energy every single day, we start up our days, we have a 100% bar of energy in us. How we choose to spend, waste, or invest that energy will determine how our life ends up being. If you can win the day, you can win your life. Write that one down. If you can win the day, if I can win my day, I can win my life. That is the attitude. Can you imagine? Can you imagine just for a second how our lives will end up if we bring that type of focus, that type of intentionality, that type of intensity and seriousness to every single day of our lives? Can you imagine what's going to happen? Can you imagine the thousands of lives that we're going to be able to impact? The ripples, the waves that we will create in our lives and in the lives of others. So can you please, if you are here right now, you're someone that obviously is serious about your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You would have left by now. 5 minutes of Mike speaking, you would have quit, right? But you didn't. You're here. So drop it in the chat. If you are committed to bringing that type of seriousness, and not, most importantly, don't allow yourself to forget that you do have a limited amount of energy, and what you do with that energy will determine your entire life. And if you can win the day, you can win your life. Drop it in the chat. I am committed. If you are committed to bringing that type of seriousness to your life from today on for the rest of your life. I hope so. I hope you are. I really hope you are. There's a lot of people counting on you. The people that are around you, they're watching you, they're looking at you. That's one of the greatest things that in the previous week, Mike and Haley, my beautiful fiance that I'm getting married to in a few days, they both reminded me of this right here. That my actions impact those around me more than I realize. My actions, the way that I show up, impact those around me way more than I even realize. And guess what? I guarantee you, that's you as well. That's you as well. Yes, you. Even if you think it doesn't, it does. Okay? So last thing I'm going to say about this visual that I just gave you guys with the light laser beam focus, it is the same amount of energy. It's the same amount of energy. So if you want to take your life from level 4 to level 40, it is going to take the same amount of energy that is going to take from you to stay at level 4 to level 4 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Or from level 4 to level 2, same amount of energy, but focused energy. So I'm gonna modify a little bit, just a little bit, and it just came to me while Mike was speaking. That daily consistent effort performed over time produces results. I'm gonna edify that. I'm gonna edit that just a little bit. Okay, if you wanna write this down with me, that would be awesome. Daily consistent effort. Daily consistent effort performed with laser beam focused daily consistent effort performed with laser beam focused over time produces massive results. Produces massive results. Do you want to be good or do you want to be great? If you want to be great, that is the type of seriousness that we need to bring to our lives every single day. Okay? 3 to 5 years. If you made a commitment to yourself, I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs here. We have multiple different businesses, multiple different industries. That's amazing. If you have goals right now in your field of expertise and you have places that you're working to getting, 3 to 5 years of all out massive commitment. It's what is going to take for you to see the true fruits of your labor. Okay? Now, some of you may be in a position where you're not able to just do one thing only, right? And I just want to tell you, if that's you, I can relate with you, right? Now, I don't have kids yet, but I am in a committed relationship and I am about to get married and I will become a husband, which is crazy to think about. And I'm so excited and honored. But that is a commitment that also requires a lot of energy, right? So I want to introduce a new word to your life that has been revolutionizing who I am for the past month, 2 weeks. It's transforming the way I see the things that are in my hands, okay? Because I have a lot of different areas that I'm literally learning how to juggle and and it is required of me to be fully present and serious about whatever it is that I'm doing in that period of time. So there's a keyword that if you're listening to this right now and you're a wife or a husband, or you're in a committed relationship, or you're a parent, or you have multiple businesses and you have a job and you're a student, and you have different projects and goals in every area of your life and all areas of your life, here's a word that I encourage you to think about, ponder on, study, master, develop, so that you are able to bring this type of intensity to everything that you do in your life, okay? And this one, there's a couple of words actually that I'm going to give you, okay? One of them is flexibility. You're going to need to be a little bit flexible. You're going to need to be a little bit flexible. And the second key word is this: pivoting. Pivot. Pivoting. Wow. What a word. What does that mean to you guys? Drop it in the chat. What do you think pivoting means? What do you make of it? And I'm going to share with you what I make of it within myself. And it can be different to all of us. What does it mean to you? Adapt. Great word. Love that, Christina. Able to adapt. Holly, there you go. When you run into a wall, go through the window. Love it. Shifting your full focus from one place to another. Yes. Very good. If something isn't working now, switch it up and make it work. Love it, Sky. Moving with the circumstances. Yes. Shifting, adaptability, able to adjust at any moment. 2 millimeter shift. There you go. You spot on. That's it. That's it. And whatever it is that we are doing, do it with 1,000% focus. Being fully present is truly a gift. And it's not just a gift, but it's a habit. And it's a decision to be fully present in everything that we do. And isn't that what the call is all about? Laser beam focused, being able to be focused. What does that mean? It is that we're present in whatever it is that we're doing. So please, guys, please, from now on, if you're doing one thing, do that one thing. If you think that you can do multiple things at the exact same time, you are eluding yourself. It is impossible. So if you are texting someone, reading a book, having a conversation, and you think that you're doing all of it, you're not. You're not being focused in any of it, okay? And look, I'm sitting here and I have to improve. I have to improve on that myself, okay? But let's just make a commitment right now. Let's make a commitment that whatever it is that we're doing in a moment, let's be 1,000% focused in that one thing until we have to pivot. and then we go do that other thing and be fully focused there. Now, that's just the day-to-day, but when we're talking about the big goals, 3 to 5 years at least of consistent effort, daily consistent effort performed with laser beam focus over time produces massive results. So here are 3 questions that I have for you, and then I'm ending. How focused am I? How focused have I been? How focused have I really been with my goals, with my loved ones? How focused have I really been? This is a question for you to think about. This is not for the chat. This is for you. You're here for you, first of all. You can't help others unless you help yourself. Question number 2, how committed am I? How committed have I really been? How easy is it for people to steer me off my own goals? You just need a boom, and you're running away from your goals like they didn't matter. Come on, let's not do that. How committed have I really been? Number 3, last one. Are the people around me helping me stay focused, or are they distracting me? Are the people around me helping me stay focused, or are they distracting me? Do the people around you know your dreams and goals? Do they, when they hit you up, when they call you, do they ask you if right now is a good time to speak with you? Do you ask people if it's a good time to speak with them? What if they're in the middle of something, right? We need to truly be aware of these things so that we are not a stumbling block to our brothers and sisters as well, you know? So that's that. Drop a 33 in the chat if you gain a little bit of value, just a little bit. Awesome. Most importantly, applied knowledge is power. If you came here, let me tell you guys something. I'm Andy on this one. Promise. If you hopped on this call 30 minutes ago and you came here just for more information, if you wanted to gain more information, just store it in your brain, or to feel a little bit motivated for the rest of your day, and you're not taking time to write it down either while it was happening or you write it down right after this call, and you actually stop and ponder on the things that were spoken here tonight, and you go inward, most importantly, go inward and figure out within yourself, what am I going to do about it? If you're not doing that, you wasted 33 minutes of your life. I love you, and that's why I'm saying this. It is only when we grab the information that was thrown from the outside on our day-to-day life and basis where we're having opportunities to learn things from all sorts of people, right? But unless we grab that information that is from the outside and we bring it into our hearts and souls and minds, and we ponder and think and reflect and do some introspective work inside of us and actually make a commitment to do something with it, unless we do that, we are not growing. Okay? Man, I hope this call is just as powerful to you as it was to me. This is great. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us. For those of you that are live with us tonight, we're going to hang around for another 10, 15 minutes and mastermind a little bit. For those of you watching the recording, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you're gaining value, and hopefully you can be on our live calls very, very soon. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.